Hello, making a video. It is raining and Papa is outside in the rain and I can't follow him because it is raining and raining. But he's gonna be coming back in a few minutes. Anyway, I've been talking to people about Dr. David Benatar, and there's this one conversation between Dr. David Benatar and Jordan B. Peterson. And this is a very interesting conversation, to say the least. And it is also very interesting what people discuss under that video on YouTube. I think I'll put the link under my video and you see for yourself. And it is absolutely clear that Dr. Benatar is intellectually honest and clearly has the facts and the truth on his side. Yeah. So his arguments are based on truth and honesty, and they are 100% factual and unshakable and logistically unshakable. And Jordan B. Peterson kept on changing the subjects, and he made false assumptions, and in the very end he got angry. and when someone gets angry, the conversation is over anyway. And the other person obviously made his point. So yeah, it is very, very interesting for me to see all of this, what's going on, all of these thought patterns and discussions on the internet. It is very, very invigorating and very interesting and a lot of fun. And that's what I live for, those kind of conversations and observations that I make in regards to humanity. And so just one thing is very clear, I understand that very clearly, from I studied psychology, I do in-depth research on the internet also on my own, and I have gone very deeply into the philosophical matter and questions of existence. And I've turned it around and I have picked it apart, and as Friedrich Nietzsche said, I have burned it and renewed it from the ashes, the phoenix from the ashes. I've done that with myself many times over. So I know what I'm talking about, when it comes to existence and when it comes to thinking about existence and questioning the validity of existing in a physical body like this one. And so it was around 2008 when I first encountered this conversation through Gary and Mentem, who first started talking about the singularity. He hasn't used that terminology, I think. He talked about, I don't know if he used the terminology singularity and AGI development. So I got into that later through Dr. Ben Goertzel. And also, I guess who initially got me into the subject is my husband, who's very much interested in technology. And he kept talking about Dr. Ray Kurzweil and his work. And so that's how I got into it. And then I saw Ben Goertzel's work, and I started talking to Ben Goertzel also through email exchanges. And he's super cool, that guy. He talks to everyone who is willing to talk to him about these things, and he takes his time. And he's also on Facebook. You can talk to him there as well. And he's not one of those stuck up type of people. You know, I've encountered those as well, also in the technology world. There are some very stuck up people that do not have any time for anyone except for those that are willing to donate substantial amounts of money to them. So, but Ben Goertzel is very gorgeous and amazing inside and out. And also, Dr. Ray Kurzweil is an angel, and he also writes back. He's amazing, and he is fully involved with Google and has really no time and has so much work to do all the time, and he writes back. And then some other people who are not even known, they can't be bothered, the $5 word in Washington, for example. Or another lady who looks like Mother Teresa. So, but anyway, that's how I first started getting into these thought processes of what would it be like to not be in a biological body, but be a machine brain, a machine existence. It's still an existence. You're still in the physical, but it is a physical existence without pain receptors, without experiencing pain and suffering. And that's what this whole discussion is really about. That's what the entire thought processes by Dr. David Benatar are all about, and also Dr. Peter Singer and Ingrid Newkirk and many other people, Paul Watson. This is about suffering, Gautama Buddha, the infinite philosopher, the ultimate, I call him. He was a philosopher, not a religious figure. He didn't want religion to be made out of it. He wanted people to think for themselves, to empower themselves, to get into the philosophy. And that is what philosophy really is. My husband says religion is philosophy too. My husband never gets really into, he's an atheist, but he doesn't get into this kind of stuff. He doesn't really know he's only in technology, techie type of things. So he doesn't really get into that stuff. He didn't have philosophy classes in school and stuff. So while in Germany, where I grew up, philosophy was an emphasis that was huge in every school I went to. And so religion is not philosophy. Religion has become, it started very, very long time ago. It started out as religio, bringing information back to the table, sharing equally much. But it became, as people always do, became a one person tells everyone else. And then it was no longer a democratic situation. So then it became one person dictating to the other people, and that is what we have as religion today. A guru on the top, everyone following blindly. And that is basically the mindset of most humans. Philosophy is something completely different than that. Philosophy is encouraging you to get into these thought processes. Here he is. There he is, Poet Dog. Yes. Came back in from the rain. I'm going to have to dry him. So I'll make another video. Take care. Bye-bye.